Everybody, this is Judy, and in this video I'm going to be talking you through how to schedule and assign all of these amazing materials that we have in our 340 Google Classroom. So as Jen said, she's organized all the materials by weeks. And so for all the way through to midterm, you have assignments for the various different skills: listening, speaking, reading, writing, study skills, and the study skills project. They're already here for you, so you don't have to go out and put them in or find them or collect them or anything like that. The problem, though, is that when we make a copy of the master Google Classroom, it puts all of these in as draft assignments. And so for students to be able to get to them, you're going to have to go in and either schedule or assign the materials to them. But that's quite easy. So I'm going to show you that right now. So the first thing that we have here in our classwork tab is the 340 student website. And this icon here shows me that it's a material, which is a little bit different than an assignment. So we'll look at this one first, and then we'll go down and look at one of the weekly assignments. So as you can see, it's a draft, which means students can't see it. They can't get to it, and I really want them to. So I'm going to come over here to my three dots, and I'm going to click Edit. And all of this gets copied over from the master site. I don't really want to touch any of it unless I don't like it and I want to edit it. But I don't. It's all fine. I want to keep everything, all that hard work that Jennifer put into this Google Classroom. And so all I need to worry about is this: the posting. Again, this is a material, so I don't have any options for grading or rubrics or due date. All I need to decide is post. And what I really have to decide is, do I want to post it, do I want to schedule it, or do I want to save it as a draft? So the only difference here is, if I post it, that means it is available to students immediately. That means they can come in here, they can look at this material, they can interact with it as soon as I hit post. So this is great for especially this material that I want students to have this link the minute they get into my Google Classroom. So posting it is not a terrible idea. The other option here is to schedule it. And if I schedule it, that means that students won't be able to see it until the date and time that I indicate. So I could schedule this to come in on the first day of class at 8 a.m. But I don't want to do that. I can also save it as a draft, which means I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet. I just want it sitting here until I decide, is it ready to post or is it ready to schedule? But like I said, this is a website, a link that I want students to have from the beginning. So I'm just going to click post. And that's all I need to do for this first material here in the classwork. It's going to ask me again, are you sure you want to post this immediately? I do. And so now, there it is. And you can see it is now changed. My icon is in color and my title is bolded. And over here it says that it is posted. I can still go in and edit it. So don't worry about that. I can change the title. I can change the description. I can change the attachments. That's what those are called. The only thing I can't change is actually, I can change everything over here. The only thing I can't change is now I can't schedule it, right? It's out there for students to see. If I accidentally posted it and I don't want them to see it, I'm going to have to make a new assignment. So that's the one thing to be careful about before you hit that post, is be sure you want students to be able to see it. So I'm just going to click save and come back. So now, all of these other draft assignments, I'm going to have to go and do the same thing with. I'm going to skip over these first assignments here under no topic in week 1 because they're a little bit different. I'm going to come down here into week 2. Starting in week 2, you will see every skill has its own assignment, and study skills actually has 2. It has the portfolio and then the project. And so for each of these assignments, if I want students to be able to get in and access those materials and also upload their screenshots that I want them to, I'm going to have to make this available to students. And you see, I already was playing around with this one earlier, and I scheduled it for September 20th at 8 a.m. I'm going to show you how to do that here in the reading. So if I'm the reading teacher for this section, I'm just going to come over here and again, click Edit. And now this is an assignment, so it looks a little bit different. Again, I want to keep all of this the same, except for this one right here, the due date. The only thing I need to worry about changing for each of these assignments is the due date, and then either assign or schedule. But I'm going to tell you a little trick. You need to do the due date first, because once you click schedule, it closes it and you have to open it up again and edit it some more. So I don't want to have to do that. That's extra clicks, and clicks are money. So I'm going to leave all of this for students, grade category, topic, rubric. I'm not going to touch any of that. It's exactly how it needs to be. All I want to come here is say, when do I want this to be due? Well, this is for week 2. So I'm going to choose here a date. Week 2 starts here, and I want it to be done on Thursday of week 2, so I'm going to choose that date, the 24th of September. And I do want to put in a time. Now, when I click it, it's going to automatically put it in as midnight. I actually want students to turn that in a little bit earlier so that I have time to mark it and give feedback before the weekend. So I'm going to change that to 10 a.m. So I've got my date and my time. And I'm just going to click outside the box anywhere, and it's going to save it there for me. So now what this does is it's going to start sending students notifications leading up to this due date. It's also going to put this in their calendar and on their to-do list so that students will know, hey, I need to go in there and do my reading weekly assignment and upload some screenshots of some Google quizzes so my teacher is happy that I'm doing my work. The last thing that I need to do is come up here, and just like that material, I need to decide, do I want to assign it now? Do I want to make this available to students immediately? And again, they're going to get a notification that says, hey, your teacher just assigned you something. Or do I want to schedule it? Well, I don't want my students to get overloaded with too much materials, so I'm going to schedule it for the first day of class for week 2. So that's going to be Sunday, September 20th, and it's going to default me to 8 a.m. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't think they're going to look at it before that. And then all I'm going to do is click schedule. And so now that material has changed to scheduled. So for each of these materials each week, for the course that you're teaching, you will have to come in and either schedule or assign them, and then also put the due date when you want the students to finish that assignment by. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple and easy, but if you have any questions, please feel free to talk with me or Jennifer or any of the other teachers who've been using Google Classroom for a while. I know there's lots of us, and I hope we all have an amazing semester.